because Turkey's like super interesting. They seem to have these incredibly old sites that are almost now newly becoming, not necessarily discovered, but becoming sort of more, people are aware of them. And I learned that that has to do with the bias from the archaeological world that used to look down on Turkey, like Greece and Rome were everything but Turkey. It's a backwater, ignore it. So I write about Göbekli Tepe, which is a site in Turkey that is the oldest known civilization to date. Like before it was found in the mid-90s by an archaeologist named Klaus Schmidt, and I interviewed the young student who was with him. Schmidt died, but I interviewed Michael Morsch about finding this site, okay? Because before this site was found, the archaeologists all had one idea about man. They had this idea that, about civilization rather, that man were hunter-gatherers, primitives, and then suddenly man figured out how to domesticate animals, and agriculture evolved and led to civilization. By civilization, that means groups of people doing things together. A team. Mm-hmm. Well, Göbekli Tepe was unearthed, and I have pictures of it in the book. It was a site with, it's like concentric circles, almost like a stadium, an ancient stadium, massive, with giant 20-foot tall carved stone pillars, covered with non-domesticated animals, by the way, cranes, ibis, foxes. They were hunter-gatherers. They had not domesticated animals yet, as far as we can tell, certainly given the age of everything there. But they were smart enough to create architectural plans. You can't build something like that with like a group of, hunter-gatherers. You have to really have a team. So it's upended the way that archaeologists get to think about man and about the birth of civilization. And it's super interesting. And what interests me in terms of this book is exactly on the question that you're interested in, and so am I, which is like, well, it's like a twofold question. One, what was going on before? Okay. And two, why is it that we, the royal we, a group of people, like, get to decide this is what it was and this is how it is, and it's just going to be that way because we tell you so. Mm-hmm. And you have to balance that out with like some crazy idea that I might have, out on a hike. But it is worth thinking about. And I think that it opens the mind up to a lot more wonder and also a lot more flexibility.
It makes you think. It definitely makes you think.